3 years towards the end of the mandate that the people have given us, or the Constitution, that's 5 years, would be years of rapid progress by the grace of the Almighty Allah. As we speak, I have evidence of some of the natural resources that we have that in no time can bring rapid socioeconomic development for this country. I don't beat about the bush. I don't talk about what we don't have. I talk about what we have and what I have seen with my naked eyes and what I have in my possession.
The interface has before been described as a family meeting built on positive engagements, vibrant leadership, and inspired improved capacities. Abdunjai, GRTS.
Sittings continued at the National Assembly with deputies adopting the ACP European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly report. Louis Mendy followed proceedings and reports the adopted document recognized and defended the sovereignty of the Gambia free from external interference.
And adopted the ACP European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly report. The document condemned the EU Article 8 political dialogue, thereby recognizing and defending the sovereignty of the Gambia. Laying the report before the House, Honorable Neti Balde Namfo Tumana, who headed the Gambia delegation at the 31st EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly, based his argument on the recommendations reached at the Brussels legislature, which lasted from the 18th to the 22nd March 2013. The recommendations were synonymous with those contained in the Gambia People's and Government Petition passed at the National Assembly the 8th January 2013 on the same article.
And notwithstanding the progress of our parliamentary diplomacy, we are conscious and very appreciative of the good efforts of the government of the Gambia and the European Union External Action Service in pursuance of high-level bilateral talks as sanctioned by His Excellency the President of the Republic.
Back in Belgium, the Gambia delegation convinced the External Action Service as the external wing of the EU to acknowledge the motion denouncing the EU Article 8 political dialogue, expeditiously addressing the legitimate concerns of the Gambia.
The head of the EU External Action Service, which is the external wing of the EU, together with the Secretary General of the ACP and the Gambia's ambassador to the Kingdom of Belgium and the EU, were urged and commended for the abundant goodwill they all demonstrated in addressing the legitimate concerns of the Gambian people.
Lawmakers wasted no time in considering and adopting the document, taking into account its significance to the sovereignty and dignity of the people of the Gambia.
If you look at the way and manner of it, which Article 8 was given to us, the discussion was not with the country, it was about the country. So it was important that these issues were thrashed out, and then they agreed that we go by what we are saying.
Honorable Speaker, this statement expressed confidence that coming June 2013, most likely these committees will come with a decision that would respect our position as an independent sovereign state who has all right to operate within our laws that we set for ourselves without any interference. I have to believe they will do so. They will live to our expectations by complying what has been presented to them.
That despite all what happens, we feel that our sovereignty, our independence cannot be compromised at any level. That is very fundamental. And also, Honorable Speaker, we should also note that the Gambia is not opposed to the principle of the political dialogue as regards the Cotonou Partnership Agreement.
Honorable Speaker, I only hope the European Union will, this time around, listen to the legitimate rights, wills and aspirations of the people of the Gambia as individuals and collectively as a nation.
The adoption of the European Union Joint Parliamentary Assembly report demonstrated lawmakers' commitment to a Gambia free from the influence of external interference, a Gambia that strives on democracy, freedom, good governance, with open arms for a mutually beneficial relationship with nations across the globe seems to be the desire of deputies. As Honorable Fabakary Tombong Jatta puts it prior to the adoption of the document, the Gambia prefers dignity in poverty to affluence in slavery. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
Stakeholders in the information communication technology sector have converged for their synergy with the aim of making the Gambia a hub for the West Africa I-Corridor project. Babakar Kamara reports on the session coordinated by the Taiwanese top diplomat in the Gambia, Samuel Chen, for adoption of best practices from the 34th-year Taiwanese Institute for Information Industry.
This forum shall define ties between Banjul and Taipei through promotion of best technological practices in the ICT sector.
The current cooperation between the Gambia and the Taiwan focuses on agriculture, health, education, and those infrastructure construction projects. I deeply hope that our two countries' cooperation can increase and assist in more scientific areas.
Cooperation between Taipei and Banjul have been mutually expounded over the years, and now looking into the achievements of a country credited as once world best ICT sectors. This remarkable achievement, propagated by 34-year-old Institute for Information Industry, seeks to devolve in technology transfer.
The key areas that we've been discussing is on infrastructure development, media and content development, including applications, capacity building, and provision of ICT services and centers through their Digital Opportunity Initiative. This we want to replicate in the Gambia.
This workshop would not have been possible without the untiring efforts, negotiation, facilitation of Ambassador Cheng and his team to get these people over to this country so that we benefit from knowledge and technology transfer from them.
As stakeholders yearn for more productive engagement by Taiwan, actors in the country's ICT sector are hopeful for a well-armed communication infrastructure that will boost economic development. Babakar Kamara, GRTS.
A four-day meeting of regional experts on education of girls and other vulnerable children is underway at a local hotel. Fatmata Simaha attended the opening of the convergence and reports the ECOWAS meeting is designed to strengthen the operational capacities of national structures for the promotion of girls' education.
ECOWAS Girls Education Program, attracting experts from the sub-region, was meant to promote universal access to quality education and training opportunities, as well as harmonize admission criteria into education and training institutes in member states. This conclave assesses the current situation of girls' education, which, according to the ECOWAS Director of Education, Culture and Technology, is timely for the realization of IFA and MDG's goal.
It is an obvious fact that if the channel of handling the processes of educating girls are not properly checked or monitored, the tendency of girls not to be properly educated and marginalized will definitely not be overcome.
MAGA continued that the meeting also provides a document for member states to report on policies program that enhance the strategic regional approach in its capacity to serve as a common platform on which the ECOWAS programs on educating girls are fully and effectively implemented.
We, as state actors, must consciously and collectively take decisive actions to ensure that potentialities of more than half of the population of West Africa are fully or at least partly utilized in order to bring the region out of the abyss of poverty, ignorance, and underdevelopment.
Professor Maga also stressed that the benefits of women's education goes beyond higher productivity. For 50% of the population, especially educated women, tend to be healthier to participate in formal labor markets and gain more income.